Lift up your heads, O you gates. Be lifted up, you ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in. Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong and mighty. The Lord mighty in battle. Lift up your heads, O you gates. Lift them up, you ancient doors, that the King of glory may come in. Who is he, this King of glory? The Lord Almighty. He is the King of glory. There is something about people and their excitement and their anticipation gathering together to worship God. Can't you imagine the mighty crescendo as thousands of voices singing as they move toward the temple? Now that was worship. And so each one of us determines our own worship experience. If we come to this place, and I'm talking about corporate worship right now, with a myriad of other things on our minds, many very legitimate, the trials and troubles that we deal with in life. But we haven't put those aside and said, this is the time that I'm going to clear everything out, and it's me and God. And if I haven't looked within my heart and asked God to reveal anything in my life and my heart that would be a sin against Him, and then confess that sin, that I have created a block between my worship experience with God because of my sin. Worship should be a happy experience. We shouldn't dread coming, and we shouldn't leave depressed. Singing is the true expression of worship. Spoken words can never express the joy of the human heart. In a sermon, I can tell you about the things of God, but not what truly is in my heart. I can't describe it in words. But singing can do that. It touches the heartstrings. God made us that way. Also, we find that worship should be a time of eager expectation. By the time the people reached the temple, they expected something wonderful to happen. There was an anticipation as they came together that God was going to be there. And He was going to bring about a mighty work. And you know what? It always happened. In corporate worship, we many times have lost the expectation that God is going to be there and do something dramatic in our life. And there was a trust that if I come and commit myself to Almighty God, I can trust that He's going to be faithful in what He tells me and promises that He will do in His Word. It's as simple as that. Trust. We understand that Almighty God, when He speaks, it is a promise. And He fulfills His promise. And so when the people converge together to experience with eager anticipation and expectation to meet God, knowing that God had promised that He would take care of them, they knew they could take it to the bank. I will lift up mine eyes to the hills from which cometh my help, my strength, in times of difficulty and trial. Anytime. It wasn't just an intellectual understanding in their mind, they knew it with their lives. Can worship give us that kind of confidence? It may be a confidence that grows to full confidence, but it can happen. It may be reprogramming our minds that we must prepare ourselves to meet God in corporate worship or in our private worship time. But as we prepare ourselves with eager expectation that God will be the one who gives His incredible strength, His mighty hand, and will be our deliverer. in our time of difficulty.